Season in college, what are some of the goals you have for yourself?
I feel like for me, like I said, I think it goes back to coming in and with like my goals hasn't really changed. It's just being able to just lead and just lead by example and not just come in here and it's easy for people to think that like I'm a 6 year. He's just trying to come in here and and get out of here and go to the end. No, that's not my picture at all. I want to come in here and I want to be able to bond with these guys. And I came in for a reason. You know what I mean? We want to win a championship, and that's the goal at the end of the day. And that's the mindset everybody has to have. And I think that's my biggest thing, is just really being able to just get with the culture of the team, lead, and play well, play hard, and just give my best efforts in everything that I do. And hopefully guys follow me and see that what I'm doing and they can just follow.
Do you feel like that's the mentality of the locker room? That
exactly, yeah, most
mentality?
definitely. That's definitely the mentality of the locker room, and I think that's the best thing about it. We're like best is yet to come, honestly, with this team, and like it's gonna be a really good season. I can feel it, but we just got to keep working hard and keep doing the things we're doing, and I think we'll be fine.
At Boston College, going up against a first-round pick in Zay Flowers, I mean, how are those internal competitions, especially you and your energy against a guy like that?
Yeah, he's a dog, you know what I mean? I talked about it yesterday, but he's just different. I've been saying it, you know what I mean? That's why receiver 1 in this draft, and I've been saying this since before this last season started. That's why receiver 1, and like any team that get him, they're gonna get a dog, you know what I mean? And being able to play against Zay, he just made me better, you know what I mean? He made me better every day. I always want to be on top of my game, and being able to go against that is like, that's the first round, you know what I mean? So being able to do that and go against Zay every day, it was just like, all right, I got to come with my stuff, and make game days kind of easy, you know what I mean? Make game days like I was going against Zay, I was going against Zay all week, you know what I mean? Not saying that those guys weren't good, but it made game days easier, and definitely for sure, yeah, easy done.
My apologies have been already asked, but what was kind of your decision to transfer from Boston College after obviously a couple of years there, and then how'd you eventually land here with Coach Fickell?
My biggest thing was, I felt like, I love Boston, I lived in Boston for how many the years before that, but my biggest thing was I felt like I was kind of comfortable. I got kind of comfortable in where I was at, and even though I was like a 4-year starter there, it was just like, it just felt like for me time to get out, and that's exactly what I told the coaches. It wasn't anything personal, and I love those guys over there, but it wasn't anything personal. I just felt like it was time for me, and with the opportunity that came with Coach Fick in the school, Big Ten, you know what I mean? I just felt like it's the best opportunity for me to take the biggest step in my career, where I want to go and what I want to do eventually.
1 year, obviously, here, but it seems like you've already made your mark on the locker room. Coach Haynes talked about you and Alex being the primary leaders in such a young room. How important is that to you, and what are you looking to do as a leader here?
Like we just talked about it here with Colton, but my biggest thing is like I'm gonna say it again, is leading by example, you know what I mean? And just it's easy to say stuff, anybody can say anything, but really just doing it and being consistent and doing that and showing guys that, that you are consistent and you are gonna be that every day. That's the hardest thing to do, and I think that's my biggest goal, is just do that and get the locker room, together as possible. And that's just focusing on the little things, and everything is not always gonna be about ball, but just having hard conversations with guys, and being that guy for the younger guys, and things like that.
Speaking about the younger guys, what have you seen from guys like Jonas Taclona, Jace Arnold in their true freshman spring?
They want to go out there and compete, you know what I mean? Because it's hard coming from high school and, learning the college playbook. It can be hard, your head can get spinning, the game kind of just speeds up, and it's just like you're seeing everything. But, the game will slow down for them, but right now they do a good job competing, you know what I mean? They go out there and compete, whatever, the call can be wrong, they can be playing wrong, whatever it is, they go out there and compete, and you can see that on tape, you know what I mean? Every day they're going to go out there and compete.
What's been the adjustment for you, like, to coming to Madison, Wisconsin, new school and everything, after, like you said, kind of knowing where you were at Boston College?
Madison, like, if I had one word to describe Madison, it's just like joy, you know what I mean? Everybody's just happy. I feel like everybody's just happy, and that's kind of what I need to be around, because that's the type of person I am. You know what I mean? I love just being like kind of peaceful and mellow and just happy. Like if you ask any guys, all the guys around me, Juice was saying to me the other day that like I've never seen you mad or down. It's like, not that I'm not, but like I try to just be where my feet are a lot, you know what I mean? And just like live the moment and know that, like you ain't gonna get it back. So you know what I mean? Just being where my feet are and just living life and being happy, man,
I guess just logistics. I'm curious what the timeline was of like finding a place to live and just kind of getting settled in. in Madison.
Yeah. So I mean, I came in. It wasn't too bad. You know, I found a place to live and ended up rooming with another transfer, Bryson Green. So we found a place to live, and you know, that wasn't. You know, we knew that was. I mean, I went through it at BC. So you know, I was just like, all right, you got to find somewhere to live, and I knew what it was going to take. But you know what I mean? Madison has been nothing but the best since I've been here. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I love everything about Madison. I love the people in Madison. Yeah.
So you've gotten to see Bryson probably more than us. What have you kind of seen his football mind and things like that?
You know what's crazy is Bryce's kind of like me. You know what I mean? Like outside of football, he's kind of like really like laid back, mellow. You're never really gonna see Bryson mad. But like, you know what I mean? From what you've seen, I know he hasn't done a lot yet because of what he's dealing with, but he's done like from what you've seen and what he has been able to do, he's a dog. You know what I mean? Everything he does, he goes hard and intentional. He's very intentional and like he goes hard on the field. But I feel like he's kind of like me. He kind of flips a switch. You know what I mean? You kind of don't see what you're gonna get on the field, but like once you see him on the field, you're like, all right, yeah, he's a dog.
We talked to the receivers on Wednesday about like learning from you, just playing against you. Not that you're like going up and telling them what to do, but like just when they watch film, like how to get open when they're going against somebody like you. Like, what's that mean to you that they're kind of using you as a benchmark? Like, hey, if I get open against Jason, I'm doing something right.
I mean, that's big. You know what I mean? That's like I said, being able to be that guy. That's kind of like my goal is to just every day is just be inspiring or in any way that I can to anybody that I can be. And like, you know what I mean? That can be a teammate because I know my teammates inspire me. So you know what I mean? And my goal is to just do that every day and just. You know what I mean? Getting the best out of them. We on the same thing. Getting the best out of them and them getting the best out of me, that's only going to make us a better team at the end of the day. And, you know, if I can get their best and they can get my best every day, you know what I mean? Like I said, the sky's the limit.
I think part of the matchup of the spring has been you versus Will Pauling in the slot.
Yeah.
And how is it going up against someone like Will and y'all going one-on-one in the slot like that?
Yeah, you know, Will's a dog, you know what I mean? Will's going to compete every play. You know what I mean? He's going to come at you every play. He's going to give you all he got every play. He's a fast, twitchy dude, and he's strong. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, you got to see him in the weight room. He put up real weights. So, you know what I mean? Being able to go against Will, like I said, same kind of like what I said about Zay earlier. Like, being able to do that and going forward, being able to go against Will, I think it's going to make me a better player. It's going to make me more prepared for what I want to do. I think eventually just make game day easier. Not easy, you know what I mean? It can come with challenges, but make game days easier, being able to go against somebody like Will.
Is there a particular, like, how do you defend? I guess is the best way. As a defensive back, how do you go about it during practice and stuff?
You know what I mean? I kind of just feel like being patient, you know what I mean? Especially with a quicker guy, with a faster guy, you got to be patient and it ain't going to be easy, you know what I mean? Because he's a really good player, but, you know, being patient and really just playing, you know, doing your technique every play and not trying to go away from your technique because, all right, you know, sometimes it's easy to say, you know, you get a fast guy or a twitchy guy, it's like, all right, I got to get out or no, you know, just really playing your technique and really trusting your coaches and what you've learned in the film room and you know what I mean, going out there and performing.
Talking about your mentality, how has that kind of propelled you in the run game? As a slot corner, obviously that matters a lot more. You've been working well with run fits. What kind of portion of that game, how does it mean to you?
You know what I mean? Being like I said, they asked me yesterday, I think being a nickel is just kind of about being a dog. You know what I mean? You're going to be in a lot of it, you know what I mean? A lot of the action. It ain't just all about, like it's kind of like, I feel like playing like free safety corner and like kind of a linebacker in the one. You're going to be in run fits, you know, you're going to be covering people. So like, you just got to be able to, one, take all that mentally and being able to just really just make everything kind of easy and slow everything down for yourself. But also, like, just, you know what I mean, just going out there and playing and being fearless, you know what I mean?
So were you in the LeBron versus...
Oh, yeah, I was in that.
Okay, so who's better?
You know, so lately, I told Coach Haynes this, but I used to say LeBron.
Okay.
But lately, I've been saying Jordan. Because, I mean, I just feel like LeBron, I don't know, sometimes LeBron don't play defense no more, you know what I mean? You know, people say he getting old, but LeBron don't even be playing defense, you know what I mean? But, so I don't know. Right now, I think I say Jordan.
Ricardo said that Haynes is a big Jordan guy.
Yeah,
he's
Coach,
probably the only one who saw him play
live. Coach Haynes, he came in with a book. He came in with a book called Relentless, and he just reading to us. He's just like, you know what? I forget what was it about. He was like, you know, Dwayne Wade and Michael Jordan and Kobe and those guys, they cleaners. You know what I mean? Like they cleaners. LeBron wasn't a cleaner. yeah. He would say that in the meeting room this morning. You know, Coach Haynes. Like I said earlier, it's kind of like an uncle. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like he's always gonna be on. He's just always gonna try and bring out the facts out of you. He brought a book, opened the chapter. He's like Dwayne Wade, Kobe, you know, Michael Jordan. They all cleaners. LeBron ain't a cleaner. So, yeah.
Dylan Brooks doesn't think much of it.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks talking about poking the head.
With Ricardo, just how is he? What have you seen from him with you just coming in this winter in the spring? What has he done to make the plays that he's made? How have you seen him grow even within 12 practices?
Reed is like he's a real student of the game, and like, he a ball hog at the end of the day. Like, he's always gonna be around the ball no matter what it is. Catching picks, PBUs, fumbles, like recovering fumbles. He's always around the ball, and I think it's evident. You know what I mean? Every practice you're gonna see it. You know, I feel like he's caught a pick almost every practice, but Rico's a ball hog. Rico's always gonna be around the ball. He's a dog. You know what I mean? He has really good technique, and it's always like. I feel like kind of like me and Juice, you know, we just always thinking about being consistent, you know what I mean? I think he's very consistent. That's his biggest thing is being consistent on every play and throughout practice and stuff.
At BC, I'm sure you had a strong connection with the free safeties, with the other corners. Here, in a defense where it seems like you rely on help defense a lot, how's that connection developed between you and the safeties and then the other corners as well?
You know what I mean? I feel like in defense in general, no matter what it is, and you know, like defense is all about relationships, and you know what I mean? If you ain't close with the guys you out there with, then I don't think you're going to be a very good defense. So I think no matter what it is, help or not, I think being a defense and being close as a defense is always going to be the best thing to do, you know, just building bonds with those guys and really learning how they are and how they think, you know what I mean? Because those are the guys going to be making calls for you and stuff like that. Those guys are going to be listening to. So I think it's been good.
You talking about Coach Haynes and